Hello and welcome to the first live edition of Pump the Brakes on a Sunday morning. I'm the host, Eric Evans. Today we are joined by Kevin Garrick. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Look, watching the Saints play early this morning.
Full disclosure. Oh, let's go. Turn your phone the other way, you child.
Wait, what?
Turn the phone the other way. Landscape.
Says the man that eats cereal.
I don't eat cereal. Today's episode, we're going to do all things gambling. As you may know, we have the hottest gambler here. Sorry, that is not you, Kevin.
No.
I will say, yeah, you guys are too close. I'm actually on fire, and it's unbelievable. But I want to start today's episode. I have to ask you guys a question. If I ask you what is the home run record for a single season, what is the correct answer?
Bob? Oh, he got off because you're talking about baseball. You're leading the show with baseball. But you have a point. If he have a point.
If he could win a bet yesterday, then what's 73?
Yeah.
Yep. So I had this guy in the bar yesterday.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
And they were talking about it. And they were talking about, oh, Aaron Judge, 61. I said, cool. He just needs 14 more. No fucking big deal.
Right.
This guy threw a $10 bill, walked out, and said, fuck you. And walked out of the bar.
He got mad at you?
Oh, he's furious. Old fucking man. His friend goes out and grabs him, and he comes back in. And I said, no, buddy, fuck you.
Wait, you said it again?
Oh, well, he said it to me initially. Then I replied and said it back. And then he said, I want a beer. I said, what beer do you want? He said, give me a beer. I said, what beer do you want? Do you want a Yingling?
Right.
He just said, give me a beer.
Right.
So I take a Bud Light Lime like an asshole, and I pop it out, and I slam it right in front of him. Phone flies everywhere. He said, I want a Yingling. I said, well, next time I ask you a fucking question, you answer it like an adult.
Right.
We took it back and forth.
The man said he wanted a beer. You gave him a beer.
I gave him a beer. Simple.
You know, sometimes people just want to be assholes just to be assholes there.
Assholes just to be assholes. People love attention.
Nope. And Minnesota just scored, so I'm not happy.
That's not good. All right. Today's episode, we're gambling here.
Don't ask me a question. I lost everything yesterday.
Get your friend back on this damn podcast. Come on.
He's about to log back in. We're talking football now, Blake.
I want to tell you, there hasn't been a football play that I've loved as much as I love the Ravens today.
They just missed the PAT, buddy. Wait, the Ravens?
I love the Ravens today.
Well, I mean,
they're playing the Bills, who are one of the best, if not, team in football. But there's not a quarterback on the planet playing better football than Lamar Jackson. He's at home, and you're giving me 3 points. I absolutely love the Ravens.
I mean, I feel like the Bills, like they have a loss, so they're down to earth now. So
this isn't even a knock on the Bills. They're obviously still the favorites to win the Super Bowl, and for good reason.
You think Lamar Jackson's going to run wild like he did last week?
Again, I mean, he could run wild anytime, whenever. Like, yeah, none of that will shock me. J.K. Dobbins now has a game under his belt. I basically love all of his prop bets. That's been my breakout player, specifically for fantasy this entire season. This team is just so good.
All right, they're good, but the Bills' defense is pretty good too. I mean,
they're excellent. Again, this is not. I don't think they're going to win by 30. I'm getting 3 points. They could still lose the game. I won't be shocked if they lost.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just going to give me that team at home and 3 points, I don't care who they're playing. I'm taking it.
Well,
especially with the way that Lamar is playing.
Right. I mean, I agree. Lamar had like 38 fantasy points in our last week, which that guy won the whole his whole week. He won because of Lamar. So I mean, I get it.
He leads the league in touchdown passes. Now, again, the Bills' defense is good. The secondary is all hurt. They have a ton of injuries in the secondary.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I don't know. If I was betting, I would bet on the Bills.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I might do that in a second.
Jeez, man. Hashtag free fades.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's next?
You have a play that you like today. I know you're not a huge gambler.
No. Well, I wasn't gonna bet anything today, but I heard your co-host earlier say that he liked the Falcons today, which that intrigued me because I didn't even check to see who the Falcons were playing today.
Jesus, man.
So for him to say like the Falcons to me are irrelevant. Oh, like they are not good. And so
They are not good. They are at home getting a point playing the Browns.
Oh no. Blake is stupid. Don't listen to him. No. And I guarantee you, he says he didn't bet the Falcons, but if he tells you he likes them, I bet you he bet them.
Yes. that is absolutely something he would do.
Oh, they're only plus 1.5 now.
Will you get his ass on the podcast? Like we're literally doing this for him, and he's
all right. He'll be here in a second.
He's throwing a hissy fit like that customer at the bar. I should cuss his ass out too.
He'll be here in a second. He'll be here in a second.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
All right, well, let's talk about the LSU game while you're waiting on him. What'd you think?
I was working. We were fucking slammed last night, so I didn't get to sit down and watch it. Initially, the first conversation that we all had in our gambling thread was everybody loved Auburn plus the points. And then as the game got closer, everybody shifted towards LSU. Obviously, you guys know LSU football 1,000 times more than I do, but they do struggle at Auburn.
It's always a good game.
So, it was. I think it opened at 9, went down to 8, and I think it closed at 8.5. I liked Auburn in the points, but I wasn't shocked that LSU won. It was actually perfect. They won the game and didn't cover.
Right. No, I'm with you on that. I think the thing to me is we're at the wedding, so obviously we have to watch. All right, love you, Piku and Herschel, but
no fall weddings.
Yeah, why?
Stop. People, stop with fall weddings.
Yep. I mean, you could have done this in, early
April.
August, June. I'll sweat it out.
There's 2 rules with weddings. Rule number 1, open bar.
Yeah.
Can't afford an open bar, don't get married yet. 2, no fall weddings.
Blake, you getting on here? He's waiting on you. We're talking football now. We're back, baby. He's trying to shock his dog. So anyway, fall wins. So I will say this: the wedding was awesome. We had a great time.
Weddings are always awesome.
But trying to keep up with the games. And first off, the venue had no good service. So when you're in the reception hall, there was no service at all on the cell phone.
Ham, we got to do our big fives for us.
I have an idea.
Okay. I wish you thought about this idea 10 minutes ago, but we're good. We're rolling.
What did you say? Hold on.
Don't worry, there's 0 people viewing, so it's fine.
We're talking football or we're talking baseball?
Kevin wanted to know why I cussed the man out at the Thirsty Marlin on Friday, so that was why we were talking baseball.
No. Okay.
That led to the argument.
Okay.
The man cussed him out because he didn't guess the correct person he wanted.
No, because he doesn't think Bonds is the home run champ, but then thinks all of the World Series that players took steroids on are legitimate.
Okay. Bonds is the home run champion, period. Can we talk about football next?
I love the Ravens.
Okay.
Love them.
I like the Ravens as well.
No.
Y'all like the Ravens. My favorite play today is the Falcons.
Falcons.
Hot lane, baby. I'm going to ride them one more time. What a surprise. I mean, I thought they'd go 0-17. I mean, I knew they'd win a game or two, but I thought they were horrible. They've been a pleasant surprise. Mariota hadn't played too bad. So
I mean, we literally thought that was, if not the worst roster in the NFL in the 3.
I thought it was the worst.
Well, you thought the Bears were the worst.
Well, that is true. By the way,
Either way,
Bears, Giants. Somebody's going to be 3-1 after today, which is just incredible to say out loud.
that is insane.
Is that not? I mean, that's crazy. One of those teams is going to be 3-1.
All right, so I know for your contest you had some games that all played yesterday, basically all of them.
Only 3.
Since we didn't do the show on Thursday due to the hurricane and what I thought was going to be an award ceremony, my pick 5 is just all stuff today.
Okay.
I have the Ravens +3, which I love and have actually bet.
Will you make that your play of the year?
It's definitely the play of the year thus far. It's my favorite play. I like the Ravens more than I liked the Blue Jays yesterday.
Jesus.
Yeah, and what a shit kicking that was.
Yeah.
Eagles -6.5.
Don't love that one.
I don't love it either, but just I'm riding the wave.
Okay.
At
Little
home,
Doug Peterson revenge game, by the way.
There's not a team in football playing as well as the Eagles right now, like from top to bottom.
Maybe the Jags.
A simple touchdown. Just
The Jags should be 3-0.
They're good. They're playing well. I don't want to they're not going to win 9 or 10 games. I don't think.
Doug Peterson revenge game, baby. Give me the Jags.
I switched this out last minute, so I don't love this either. But I got the Packers -9.5. Brian Hoyer, man, come on.
Yeah, you would think. Green Bay's defense is good, so yeah.
They are good. And again, main thinking is how many points is a Brian Hoyer-led team going to score? Like,
they're not scoring points with Mac
Jones.
Yeah.
I have – this is probably my second favorite play of the day.
Okay.
I like the Texans +5.5.
I do too. Yeah. You kind of missed the good number on that line, but that's okay.
What was it?
I think it opened at 7.
I'm gonna say I've only seen it at 5, and I actually just went up to 5.5 today from what I saw. And then I also have the Rams on Monday night +1.5.
Oh, I love the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan owns Sean McVay.
Kyle Shanahan's fucking awesome.
Owns Sean McVay. I love the Niners.
This is mainly me being stubborn and calling the Rams the best team in football for a month and thinking they're going to repeat as champs. Where I'm just we're 3 games in. I have to just continue to be stubborn.
No. Okay. Well, I'll take the Niners.
Is that going to be one of the plays?
No, I took Atlanta and Denver. I'm addicted to betting on Nathaniel Hackett. I can't stop betting him. I don't know why. He's the worst coach in the history of sports, and I just can't stop betting the Broncos.
Well, that does make
it makes no sense.
A lick of sense.
It's like betting on Iowa. I don't get it. I don't know why I do it.
Well, you know what?
Idiot.
Yeah, I agree.
We kind of let you go because you're on this incredible hot streak.
Well, it's over.
But boy, I fucking hated that you did that yesterday. Just bet the under, man.
If Iowa plays anybody with a pulse, just bet their team under.
Yeah.
So simple.
It is the worst offense I've seen in college football.
It's the worst offense I've ever seen.
Ever. Ever. It is.
There's nobody worse.
Did you just make a 60-yarder?
Who did? The Saints?
Sorry. Yes.
Jesus.
We tied it up.
Megan, you look adorable today, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
How you feeling?
Is my steak ready?
Oh, my God.
I got to go cook. I'm getting off.
Yeah, it's right there in the pan over there. He got off the podcast.
This has completely blown up in my face.
Oh, what did he leave for?
We should have just waited till next week for this.
Probably so. He can't deal with the 60-yard field goal from the Saints.
All right, well, here we go. I'm just going to rattle it off. We're already 15 minutes in. We only need like 5 more minutes. I love a lot of prop bets, and my favorite prop bets are finding the number 2 wide receiver on a team and taking their overs, but not just any number 2, like a number 2 wide receiver that is also like a top 20 player at their position.
Okay.
So for example, last week, especially if they're coming off of bad games, like Had I woke up in time, I would have pounded Justin Jefferson's overs and everything because
Oh,
he's
yeah.
had 2 shit
100%.
weeks. They're just going to feed him the ball.
Oh, 100%.
So last week, I was all over Devontae Smith,
Yeah.
who is the number 2 behind A.J. Brown, but is also like a top 20 player at the position. So guys like Gabriel Davis, I love all of his overs, especially, and I'm kind of sitting on the fence here because I love the Ravens so much.
Yeah.
The Ravens secondary ranks 32nd against opposing wide receivers. Now, technically, that's for fantasy points, but these prop bets are essentially the same thing. I love Stephon Diggs over and Gabriel Davis.
Okay.
Other guys like that, Chris Godwin and Mike Evans.
Well, I mean,
You just find the number 2, you just take the better odds, and you do it.
Yeah.
Higgins, Jamar Chase, like teams like that have these 2 studs. One of them is popping off like every week. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, one of them is going off.
Right. I have Higgins on my fantasy and
He's filthy. So you can get Stephon Diggs 81 or more receiving yards, and it's only minus 113.
For real.
So for every $11 you lay, you win 10.
Well, yeah. I'm more of a parlay guy, so
I fucking love that play.
Yeah.
Now with these, I try and go a little above and beyond. Like the Devontae Smith bet that I hit last week was plus 2,200.
Yeah.
So I try and do something in that manner. But Gabriel Davis, who is probably not going to have as good of a game as Stephon Diggs, but anything 101 yards or more receiving is 2-1. I love that.
Get your milk.
I love J.K. Dobbins today, like I said.
The Saints game is blowing up right now, so they're being
They're
wild.
terrible.
Yeah.
I do like the all black helmets. I love those.
I mean, it took a while, like at least the first quarter for me to get used to them, but never seen the Saints in black helmets before.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
So you can go on the Falcons bus today?
Yeah, I mean, if he's on it, I'm going to have to. Yeah.
Ain't no way. I'm betting against that. There's no damn way the Falcons are that good. They're not going to win anything this year. Matter of fact, the only game they'll win is when they play us next.
Jesus, man.
It's true. Who's good on the Falcons?
Drake London.
One person. I mean, that's it. The Falcons suck.
All right. Well, since Ham is MIA and we did this so he can give his winners away.
All right, hold on. I'll give it to him.
Dude wants to promote the podcast and do this, that, the other. Man's cooking bacon and eggs
Oh, yeah, he is. Here.
on a football Sunday. Ridiculous.
What do you say?
Give your picks for today.
I already gave him the Falcons.
Just Atlanta. That's it. That's all you got.
I don't. There's nothing I like on the board today. I would literally look this morning and I said there's not one play I like. So I made that teaser. I already sent it to you.
Yep.
And,
You want to tell the people what the teaser is?
I mean, I wouldn't recommend betting this. I just buy a bunch of points and pray. But like Broncos and Packers money line, Titans plus 11, Texans plus 15, and the Falcons plus 11. So just buy every point they let me. I think it's like plus 400 odds.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I hit last week. I make them for about plus 350, plus 400. With the thinking that surely an NFL team won't lose by 2 touchdowns.
You know, I thought that with A&M last night.
Well, they're awful.
Is
Jimbo
Jimbo Fisher the
Fisher
biggest fraud in college football?
Do what?
Is Jimbo Fisher the biggest fraud in college
Yeah.
football?
He ought to send Jameis Winston $10 million every year. I'm serious. Every year he ought to send him money. Jameis made Jimbo.
Yeah.
He runs one of the most archaic offenses I've ever seen. Efficiently wise, they are worse than Iowa on offense and offensive efficiency. Yeah, pick your jaw up. That's a fact.
Boy, that's not company you want to be in.
That's how bad they are.
All right. You're on that teaser. I'm on the Ravens. And before you hang up, I love the Phillies again today. First 5, minus 1.5.
We'll be better next week. We're just extremely hungover today.
And listen,
I had 75 neutrals yesterday.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I would like to go on record and retract my statement. Watermelon Neutral is the number one seltzer.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you. I'm glad you.
And
thank you.
It honestly is not close.
I wonder why Kevin has a Patrick Mahomes tab pulled up on his phone. I thought he was overrated, Kevin. You idiot.
Well, you know what? That's all for this.
All
One
right.
person on earth thinks he's overrated.
We are going to do better next week.
Yeah, we'll be better next week. Just a little hungover today.
A little.
Goodbye.
Go Ravens.
Give him a man.